Kirby's up tilt. If you've played Smash 64 competitively, you have a deep understanding of this move. It's in the same tier as Brawl Snake up tilt as far as how jank their up tilt hitbox is, but let's pause for a second. This move is 17 frames long, it comes out at frame 4. The biggest boon that this move has is it's laughably disjointed. Most up tilts have to come close to the opponent in order to hit them, but not this up tilt. Smash 64 is a game where 0 to deaths can be a regular thing, which means a tilt like this is one of Kirby's most consistent combo starters, and this move can even KO at roughly 135% on stages like Dreamland. And this is a huge thing because Smash 64 stages are known for having wider blast zones, so not only is this move a combo tool, but it can literally KO for Kirby. Some more icing on the cake of this up tilt, the move stops approaches like a giant stop sign because it just has that much disjoint. It does 10 to 14% depending on the placement of the hit, and because of its speed and damage, it has insane shield pressure. It's actually very easy to break shields with this up tilt, and follow-ups are just built into this move. You can do up tilt spam into forward smash or nair, or really just anything. Even if this move stales, it can constantly apply pressure and switch to an advantage state for Kirby. It's a move considered by a large majority as one of the best moves in all of Smash 64, and easily one of the best up tilts in Smash history. It's a jack of all trades move with very little weaknesses at all, and it's one of Kirby's premier moves in his kit. Now, why did I begin a video with an up tilt? Well, it's the beginning of Kirby's story on his inclusion in Smash 64, where later on in Melee he would be nerfed into the ground. Kirby was figured out pretty early on during Smash 64's competitive lifespan, as between Smash 64's Japanese and NTSC versions, Kirby would actually get significantly nerfed, and in Melee he would get nerfed even further. In this game, he's actually ridiculously beefy. This dude can KO at 100% consistently with his smash attacks, plenty of edge guarding tools, and he's a combo machine. He's a also defensive character with the ability to wall out because his hitboxes are so hilarious. His recovery is also incredible, and he has plenty of aerial drift, 5 jumps, and an up special. His aerials are even competent for edge guarding like his down air or back air. His only main weaknesses is his lightweight, which has been a problem for Kirby in almost every Smash game, and he's also easy to combo once someone is able to get in and get past the up tilt. Now, it goes without saying Pikachu is the best character in Smash 64. He could honestly have his own video, although unlike Kirby, Pikachu wasn't completely gutted in Melee, for example. Kirby is a clear runner-up for second place in Smash 64's official tier list, and must have been well aware by the devs behind Smash 64, as Kirby did get nerfed in the NTSC version of the game. However, the nerfs didn't change his placement all that much. Feels bad to be Ness. Kirby was made smaller, dropping from 0.94 to 0.91, and this means Kirby's attacks have less disjoint and range. This also indirectly nerfed his role because now he's shorter, up smash and down smash deal less damage and less knockback, up air has a smaller hitbox and does less damage, down B does less damage and knockback, up special covers less distance because Kirby is smaller. Kirby actually still held strong despite mostly getting nerfs. However, the writing was on the wall as far as his viability in the next Smash game. People might not remember, but Smash 64 came out in 1999 and Melee came out literally 2 years later. That's insanely quick for a sequel, so you bet Sakurai and the dev team had ideas on banning some of the troublesome characters of Smash 64. I went over Ness in a previous video. Pikachu went from being the best to being a high mid-tier in Melee. Well, Kirby didn't end up as lucky. Kinda ironic as Sakurai nerfed his own character into the ground. Kirby was nerfed so hard he was made into a bottom tier character in Melee, and some tier lists ended up as actually the worst character in the game, while in more recent years Kirby went up 1 spot. Sorry, Bowser. Kirby right off the bat got huge nerfs across the board. Now granted, he kinda deserves some nerfs for sure, but in my opinion, they overdid it, as you'll see. Kirby's mobility overall was thrown into the garbage. His walk speed, dash speed, and fall speed, air acceleration all nerfed. Kirby's hitboxes on his hands and feet were made smaller. A lot of his attacks in general deal less damage and knockback. Dash attack, down smash, back air, for example. Moves that were nerfed in Smash 64 were even nerfed even more. and plenty of his attacks having more end lag. He even has some of the jankiest throws in Melee, like a back throw that doesn't even work properly, and even a forward throw that makes him lose all of his jumps for some reason. Those are some of the strangest flaws a grab can have in all of Smash. He was given a side special. Oh, how cool. I wonder how good this move is going to be. It's not. While technically Kirby is heavier in Melee and was given buffs like a new up air, a side B, which is a new addition to Melee, there is actually a handful of smaller buffs like bigger hitboxes on his up air, getting better get up attacks at ledge, some moves receiving less end lag like his neutral B, or even a lot of his aerials across the board. But a majority of these buffs are pretty small and don't really outweigh plenty of nerfs that Kirby received in Melee. The negatives definitely outweigh the positives, but hey, it's Smash Bros. You can play whoever you want, but it's interesting to see how far Kirby was nerfed since his introduction in Smash 64. Keep on spamming down B, baby.